The night I found out my husband was cheating, I didn't cry, scream, or ask questions. I smiled. He thought it meant I didn't know. That smile became my mask, my shield, my weapon. While he slept peacefully beside me, unaware that his secret had already crawled into the light, I lay awake replaying every lie he had ever told me. In that moment, I decided something important. If he could betray me with a straight face, then I could destroy him without ever raising my voice. For months, I watched him lie to me effortlessly. He perfected his routine: late meetings, sudden business trips, fake exhaustion. He would look me in the eyes and say my name like I was still the center of his world. I nodded. I laughed at his jokes. I cooked his favorite meals. And all the while, I memorized patterns, saved screenshots, and connected invisible dots. He believed I was blind. He had no idea I was quietly becoming smarter than he ever expected. The hardest part wasn't the cheating. It was pretending I didn't care. Sitting across from him at dinner, listening to him complain about loyalty and trust, nearly broke me. Some nights I locked myself in the bathroom just to breathe. But I reminded myself that rage gives away power. Silence doesn't. I didn't want answers anymore. I wanted timing. Because when the truth finally came out, I wanted it to land so perfectly that he wouldn't even know what hit him. He grew careless with time, careless with stories, and eventually careless with technology. One evening, he handed me his laptop without thinking, asking me to reply to an email while he showered. That's when it happened. One notification popped up. Just one. A name I didn't recognize. A message that said too much with too few words. My heart didn't race. My hands didn't shake. I simply clicked. And everything unfolded exactly as I expected. I didn't confront him that night. Or the next. I gathered proof quietly, methodically, like assembling a puzzle he didn't know existed. Messages, hotel bookings, shared photos, secret accounts. I discovered this wasn't just an affair. It was a double life. He wasn't just cheating on me emotionally. He was risking our finances, our reputation, everything we built. And the more I uncovered, the calmer I became. Because now I knew exactly where to strike. I started making subtle changes. I spoke to a lawyer without telling anyone. I reviewed documents he assumed I never read. I updated passwords he didn't realize I controlled. He noticed I was quieter, more distant, but he blamed stress, work, anything except the truth. He thought I was weak. He thought I depended on him. That was his biggest mistake. Because while he was planning weekends with her, I was planning his collapse. The exposure didn't come with shouting or tears. It came during a dinner he thought was routine. I placed my phone on the table, opened to a folder, and slid it toward him without a word. His face drained of color as he scrolled. Every lie. Every message. Every date. He looked up at me, shaking, asking how long I knew. I smiled, the same smile from the first night, and said calmly, "Long enough to prepare." What destroyed him wasn't just that I knew. It was how thoroughly I had outplayed him. The accounts he drained were frozen. The narrative he planned was already rewritten. His family knew. His workplace knew. And the woman he cheated with disappeared the moment she realized there was nothing left to gain. In one quiet evening, the life he thought was untouchable unraveled completely. He begged, promised, apologized, said he made a mistake. I listened without interrupting, then stood up and told him the truth he never expected to hear, that I didn't hate him. I simply outgrew him the moment he chose betrayal. Love doesn't survive lies. Respect doesn't survive deception. And I refused to rebuild something he burned so easily. I didn't walk away broken. I walked away clear. Clear of confusion, self-doubt, and false loyalty. He lost more than a marriage that night. He lost control of the story. And as I closed the door behind me, I realized something powerful. Revenge doesn't always look loud or dramatic. Sometimes it looks like patience, intelligence, and perfect timing. Because the night I found out my